Today I want to talk to you about my all-time favorite tool that I use in my very own virtual bookkeeping business. Add it all up. It is the tool Toggl, T-O-G-G-L, and I use it for my time, what I'm spending my time on. This tool is awesome, okay? I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why it is awesome. And number one, it helps us as a bookkeeper be consistent. We need to make sure that we're staying on top of our daily tasks for our clients. And when I log in my time into Toggl, when I start a client's book work, then I know, on that day I'm allotting an hour and a half or 2 hours on that client and I'm getting it done. So it helps us be consistent. The second thing it helps us do is be disciplined. Being disciplined, I have learned, is very important, and it's the best way to make our business grow, okay? So being disciplined, using Toggl, what you can do is look back and you can say, when you sit down to do a set of books, you can say, okay, today's my day. I have designated to this client. I'm going to sit down and work on their books. You get working on it and you think, I have a lot I've got to do. Did I miss a day last week? Did I not do something I was supposed to do in this client's books last week? Because I feel like I'm spending more time than what I should. What you can do is, after you finish your task for that client, you can look back in Toggl and see last week, how much time did I spend on this client? Was I disciplined? Did I set aside the time I needed to get all the bookkeeping tasks completed for that client last week? And if I didn't, that's why I'm paying for it this week, because I'm spending a whole hour more on the books when I really shouldn't be spending this much time. So it helps us be disciplined. The final piece that I feel like when I think about Toggl, using it as a tool and tracking our time on projects and on bookkeeping clients and on our own marketing for our business, is you can use it to track all kinds of things. You can go as detailed as you want to with Toggl. And the other piece that I think is cool is looking at my profit. I use this tool to go back for a month. I will go back to, I recently did a time audit of one of my clients for the month of October. And I went back and I literally wrote down, tracked how many hours I spent on that one client. It may have been 15 minutes here, it may have been 15 minutes there, but I logged how much time I spent on my one client. And when I determined the hours, which was, I think for that one, about 7 hours, and they're at a typical bookkeeping pricing package that I have at about $450 a month. So when I looked at how many hours I had spent on them and figured out my hourly wage of the time I spent on them, it was above $60 an hour. And for that particular client, for what I'm doing, that's my ideal range. I want to stay above 60. If I can get to 100 per hour, that's awesome. But I want to be above 60 hours per hour when I figure out how much time I spent on that client. And this is how it can help our bottom line. This is how we can make sure we're making money on a client and that we're not spending hours and hours on a client and not getting paid for it when you structure your business with the pricing package module. This takes all the guesswork out, and you can actually see how much per hour you are making. The client doesn't see it, but you see it. And you're giving value to that client by offering these services to them and getting done what you need to get done for them. It's very valuable, very valuable. The other thing this does, as far as the money part of it, is it helps me know when we begin coming up on a contract renewal that if I need to increase the pricing package that I initially quoted them for, then this is a good time to do it. And this is a good way for me to tell if I'm still in my hourly range that I want to be in for this client. And if I need to increase their pricing package, I can. And I can know if I increase it $60, then I know that I'm going to be where I need to be with the hours I'm spending on this client. So I love it. I love the Toggl tool. I want you to be using it. If you're not using it, use it in your daily life. You can track how much time you're spending in the car. You can track how much time you're spending cleaning your house, different things like that. Toggl is a valuable tool because it helps tie your time to your task, And then that helps you know how much, when it comes to your jobs, how much money you're making. When it comes to cleaning your house, if you're spending 5 hours cleaning your house, then you may need to be hiring a cleaning service to come in, because you can pay them for less than what it's taking you, because you make $60 or more an hour doing bookkeeping. You see where I'm going with this? Toggl is so valuable. So I encourage you to be using this tool. Get it in your toolbox now. It's one of the 7 tools that I encourage us to be using. It's in one of my tools in the Essential Toolkit guide that I have, and for you, my freebie. And get it, get this tool and start using it and dissect how you're spending your time. Become more disciplined, become more consistent, and increase your profit. It's going to increase your bottom line, and you will be so thankful that you started this. Start it now. Don't wait. Just go ahead and do it. Use this tool now.